What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. I'm coming at you with another manga review of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Volume 5. Honestly, I think this has become my favorite manga. I really look forward to this every month. It's about an elf girl, like a lot of manga, but the twist here is a little different. She is an older elf who has been through the whole hero's journey for the epic fantasy, lived, beat the Demon King, come back, been the hero, watched all of her party get old and die, and she's still old, and she's like, oh, I'm still here. And she starts to journey again towards the north, forms a new party. She's got an apprentice mage, she's got a guy who's coming with her, and a kind of corrupt priest kind of guy. And it's really fun. So they go up north, and they're going to go beyond the wall to go try to see what's happening with the Demon King, what's happening. Maybe something's rising again up there. And they get stopped at this point, and they have to get a mage certification to go beyond the wall. And that happened last volume, and now it's caught up, and it's unfortunately devolved into generic shonen school magic competition trope. So, it's kind of, I've seen it before. This, My Hero Academia went into this in season 2 or 3 or whatever it was, where it's they have to do these competitions to get ahead and get to the next thing. And so then the mage, to win it, you have to win this competition sort of deal between other mages. So we have these mages who set up this deal. I really like the art throughout the whole deal. And they put them into teams, and her apprentice actually is put on a different team than hers. So they're hoping that one of them will get through in this situation. Some people kind of recognize Frieren as who she is. Some older people do. And we learn a little bit about another elf mage who's kind of in control of all this stuff over the course of it. Now, this competition is to capture some bird in this little zone and not leave the zone. And so there a ton of new characters get introduced as these mage competition type people to go against. Some of them are nasty, some of them are all right, and it really goes off the rails compared to volumes 1 through 4, a very different vibe through this competition. It's almost like they just wanted to extend out the series rather than get on with the main plot. But things happen over the course of this. You get some generic bad guy anime types through this, and eventually Frieren figures out how to capture them with her team and ends up leading the team. She's kind of silent the whole time. You're wondering what she's thinking, and she comes up with a plan. Now, this bird that they're capturing is feels magic when it's around, so it hides from it, and so they have to figure out a way around that is what comes down. So she eventually does get the bird. Several other teams still win. Some of them lose, and then they end up going to this restaurant at the end of it where it kind of ends up a little slice of lifey thing where they talk about this. Now, there's some cool magic battles in the middle of this that makes it tolerable to read. It's strictly the weakest volume of this so far, just because it did devolve into that trope a little bit, and the characters really, I don't feel like they develop a ton. There's a bunch of new characters that do, but the main ones that I care about don't. So I'm kind of talking down on it, but it is the pacing's good, the art's good. The competition is actually, they masked it pretty well to make it a little different than most, but it is still what it is. So this is the weakest volume of it, but it's still good. And it's still solidifying this as my favorite manga, being, the 5th volume of this, and it's still going strong. So hopefully they get past this magic tournament stuff quickly. It looks like they just did one competition. I guess there's going to be more in the next volume. I really don't hope I hope they don't linger on this for long, because I want them to get back to their nice fantasy heroes journey, which was cool before and very different from what I see in a lot of stuff. All right, I'll call this a 7.5 out of 10. Hit that like and subscribe button, everybody, and we'll be back soon.